What is up, YouTube? This is Anonymous Nobody, back again with another video. Before we get started today, please do me a favor and click that like button. And while you're at it, hit the subscribe button and share this with a friend. Today, we're going to talk about the top 4 things that women really want. So without further ado, let me get some music going and let's get right into it. The number 4 thing that women want from a man is confidence. Confidence. I've talked about confidence in another video. I'll put a card up here. It'll take you right to that if you want to check out that video. But yeah, confidence. Confidence shows sign of leadership. It shows self-worth. It shows masculinity. You know, a man that's able to compete. A man that's direct. Just a man being a man. Something that we've, as a society, kind of lost sight of. So number 4 on the list will be confidence. Moving on to number 3. The number 3 thing that women really want from men is protection. That's basic order of nature. Men have been protecting women since the caveman era. Men and women are built physically different, both having strength, but strength in different ways. Men are able to move heavy objects, and women are able to bear children, if you want to look at it that way. I'll give you another example of protection. Ladies, if you're home alone, you hear maybe an intruder, someone in your home, will you feel safer with a man in the home with you or another woman? Think about it. So number 3 on the list of things that women really want is protection. Now we're going to move into number 2. The number 2 thing that women really want from men is love. Love is an emotion that all women tend to lean towards. But a man's love differs from that of a woman. Nowadays, there are a lot of women who find difficulty in loving themselves. Thus, they pursue the love of a man to fill that void that they cannot fill on their own. Especially during these times when you see women changing their look consistently, their appearance changing quite often. To me, that just shows the propensity to not have self-love and trying to create an alternate version of themselves, trying to find that validation. If they have not received love from a man, that validation is never fulfilled. So that is number 2. Number 2 on the list is love. Now, many of you probably thought that was number 1. No, the number 1 thing that women want from men, what they really want, is, of course, resources. The moolah, the dinero, the bacon. See number 3 on the list before we got to this protection. That ties into just the order of nature. Most men back in the day, before we were civilized, we were the hunters. We would go and hunt and bring the food back for the family. And the woman would prepare and take care of the young. That adage doesn't exist as much as it once did, but it still remains true. Don't believe me? Women don't desire to be the caretaker. They desire to be taken care of. And the way you take care of is through resources. Not just speaking financially. There are other forms of resources that you can obtain. And men typically lead with this. You look at cars, houses, etc. They tend to lead with this attribute, as they know is the number 1 thing that women want. You know, if men were judged on beauty, we would focus less on careers and finances and focus more on beauty. But that's not the case. It's resources. So the list again: number 4, confidence; number 3, protection; number 2, love; and number 1, resources. So that was my top 4 things that women really want from men. If you disagree, if you feel like I've got the order wrong, hit me up in the comments section. Shoot me an email. I'd love to get some feedback on this. And that's all I have for you today. Once again, I am Anonymous Nobody. Thank you for the support, and I'm out. Peace.